thanks to LongevityShopping.com for sponsoring this interview series. We're at the Newport Beach Investor Conference. We couldn't do it without LongevityShopping.com. If you have not checked out the website, definitely do that. I'm here with the founder right now, Brad Turner. Hey, Brad, big thanks for sponsoring us and bringing us out here today.
Oh, we're so excited, Adam, and I'm so glad you're here doing a great job as usual, man. We have a great lineup of people that you're interviewing, and it's just a really great event as always.
LongevityShopping.com. Check it out. Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest on the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to Apply. All right, so today I am in Newport Beach, California at the Newport Beach Investor Conference, and let me tell you, lots of fun listening to businesses and listening to founders pitch their ideas, raise capital, lots of investors in the room and in the audience, and my next guest is Marina. Marina, welcome to the show.
Hi.
All right, so what brings you to the conference today?
I came in today with Robert, the founder of Protecta Skincare, and I'm very excited to talk about his product because I'm kind of the face of the product. I've been using it for the last 3.5 years, and that's kind of what's bringing me out today.
That's amazing. Yeah. So I love to hear how people meet each other. How did you and Robert initially meet, the founder?
It's a long story, but I basically used to work for a different startup. 5 years ago, I was working for a tour and events company, and I was also kind of running that business.
Yeah.
And Robert was one of our guests at the tour and events company.
Oh, no way. So he was a guest, and then from there you guys kind of, did he tell you about the product back then and you started using, or when the product come into play?
It came in the first time we met. He actually handed one to each of the guests. It was like the tours were
about what year was this? I'm curious. Roughly, just roughly.
2021, I would say.
Oh, so this is early on.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like the prototype years almost. Like that was, I think that's when he started.
Yeah,
roughly.
21 or 22.
Okay, so he was maybe a year or two in, something like that. Wow.
Yeah.
And so what did you think initially when you had the product? Like, what was your initial thoughts?
Well, I was just saying this to somebody in the conference earlier today. I'm very skeptical about any type of skincare because I have very sensitive skin, which tends to go towards the drier side.
Okay.
And especially at that point, I was suffering from like acne and rashes and dry skin. So my initial statement to him was, I'm not going to use
I'm good. Like, no, thank you.
No, thank you. So, and I'm somebody who's pretty stubborn. So to change my mind on something like that is tough.
Yeah.
But Robert was very persistent. He attended several of our tours and events.
He kept on finding you, and he's like, did you use the product? Did you use the product? Or how did that discussion go?
He asked quite a few times, and I was like, I don't think this is going to happen. And I was pretty persistent. But then what happened one day was, and this is such a chance thing, I actually burned my stomach pretty badly because I was cooking spaghetti or something, and then it left I've never had a scar like that in my entire life, and I was very paranoid because I am like a media figure. I work as an actress and singer too, so I was like, if I go to shoots and I have to wear like a crop top or something, do I want this huge scar?
Yeah.
And even makeup can only do so much. So I basically was like, my only chance is to either use Bernal or use Robert's cream.
And then comes in Robert, I got you now.
Yeah. So I started using the cream.
In walks Robert.
Yeah. In walks Robert. Yeah. Exactly. That's well, he didn't walk in, but I had the cream and I was looking.
You had it. Okay. So then you start. Let's go to the early days. So now you're using this cream, and what happens? Like, talk to me.
Yeah. So I start using it for 2 months, and I was very sad because for somebody who works in entertainment to have a mark like that, it's very dramatic. Yeah. Like, and it was a big one. So I was using it. I was watching the progress of it. I was kind of documenting it and sending him updates too because he was like, "Is it healing? Like, what's the situation?" And within 2 months, like after applying it 4 to 5 times a day, it was like clearing up slowly. Now it's been like 2 years. It's almost gone. You can barely see it. So that's what convinced me to continue using the cream. So I was like, if it can do that for my scar, then like, I wonder what it can do for my face or like a cyst. And the next thing I had was a cyst on my eye. And I was like,
you were just like
a disaster.
I didn't say it, no.
So I was like, that was the craziest because I applied it before I went to sleep and I woke up in the morning, I didn't have a cyst anymore.
Wow. Yeah. So then you're like, all right, Robert, what is that about the time, or was it before when you started kind of working with him and just thinking
about
like,
the time
you were a convert at that point. You're like, oh my gosh, this is good.
Yeah, and then I started using it every day. I saw how my skin changed, how my look in general, like my skin was fresher, everything was more moisturized.
Yeah.
Like it had both the pharmaceutical and the beauty impact. So I was like, I worked with a lot of startups previously, like the tour and events company. I did ghost kitchens. I was like, I do entertainment, so why am I not focusing on a beauty product or something that's external?
For sure.
So that's kind of how Robert and I clicked, and like we made a good pairing after that.
Oh, that's awesome. And so now tell me about the company today and like where it stands, like and what you're seeing happen.
Yeah, so Robert right now at this point, like he's developed several products in different capacities. Obviously there's the skincare. He has probiotics, which I've tried too, and they're incredible. He also has the chemical that's in the cream, which is supposed to like work on healing several different factors internally, like health-wise, and also like mental health. So he's at the point where he has several products. They're all very good. But he's not been discovered yet. I feel like the second people have those conversions like I did, he will blow up. But I think he just needs to like level up in the sense like he's bootstrapped his own business and brought it this far, but he needs extra support now in terms of like financing, marketing, to take him really to that like commercial
Well,
level.
yeah, especially when everybody's like, if you're having results like this, I'm sure other people are having some good results too.
Definitely.
So if you have all those combined, it's like get it to more people, right?
Exactly. It's so far like his business has been thriving on word of mouth.
Wow,
but
that's hard. And in the beauty space, that's hard.
That's really hard.
Like that doesn't that's
go
hard.
very far normally.
Yeah.
Because like beauty space, it's like, oh, I see a celebrity endorse something.
But do you ever buy a second? And he mentioned, because I interviewed him prior, he mentioned something about like the reorder rates or the repeat customers, something insane,
it's
like
phenomenal.
60 or something crazy %, where I'm like, you know, they can use, sometimes with good marketing, you can get somebody on the first time to buy something.
Exactly.
But are they going to use the product all up, number one, and then buy another again? Probably not. They're probably going to use some of it, and then they're going to go buy something else that they feel like buying and forget that they had that one. Or wait, am I just describing myself?
No, you're describing yourself. You're describing me. I have bought so many products in my life for the first time and never reused them.
Yeah.
Good
and
marketing,
never even maybe finish that one.
And that's why marketing is obviously the most important thing when it comes to a product, but the product actually being good is what sustains it and keeps it on shelves for years to come. Yeah. So like his product has that capacity. I keep buying it. And I work with him, and I need that. Like I had a friend literally text me yesterday. She's like, I'm going to a conference today, anime conference, and she's like, can you order some Yells for me? Like I need it before my flight. And she's like panicking without it.
The Yells Connect. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So yeah, people like once they've tried it, they can't let go, and it's obvious why, because it's so good.
All right, last thing I want you to do, Marina, I want you to look into the camera. If people want to order some, if they want to connect, if they want to follow you on social media or otherwise, how do they do that?
So I highly recommend ordering this product. You can get it at Protecta Skincare.com, PROTECTA-SKINCARE.com. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm Marina Lang, IMARINA LANG.
Fantastic. And for everybody watching, just so you know, we'll definitely put those links in the show notes, and you can definitely click on those links and head right on over, pick up some skincare, and definitely follow Marina. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. Each and every day we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way on your journey as well. So again, hit that subscribe or follow button. And Marina, thanks again for coming on the show.
Same here. Thank you so much.